Okay, so in this video, we'll be creating our inner pages of our website. So in the previous videos, we were discussing about the homepage and the important parts of it. But of course, it's so important that you build other pages. Again, unless you're building a one-page website, which actually in many businesses can be just enough. But most businesses need separate pages for different things. Like, for example, pricing page, about us, services, contact, etc. So all the templates usually come with some standard pages that you have, and you can easily see all of those pages in the page button there. And you can see here we have the appointments, the pricing, the services, the service detail page. So if you have multiple services, you can just list them like this. Contacts, thank you page, and you can build whatever pages you want. And how do you actually do that? We watched already, but by clicking on add new, and there you have the option to build a new page. And there you have all these amazing designs that we already created for you. So you don't have to build this type of pages. You have pages for lead generation, for new even home pages as well. So we have a lot of designs for different homepage type of style that you want to have. If you want to host a webinar page, a checkout page if you're collecting payments, a product page to highlight a specific product. You have all these designs here. So let's just create an About Us page, for example, because we don't have yet such page in our website, and we can like some of the designs, or you can start with a blank one if you want to start and just add block by block. So if you don't like any of the designs, but yeah, let's select one that already has a design, and we can customize it. And in general, what kind of pages do I actually need from my website? That's a good question. Depending on your business and depending on what you're doing, there is no right or wrong question. But don't add pages that just for the sake of having those pages, or have them but don't have them in the navigation. Add the things that you think a person would need. You can add some more into the footer area of your website. But in the header, add the most important parts, which is if you're having a yoga studio, the most important probably is what kind of schedule do we have, what kind of courses do we provide, who we are, our location, where we are located, because these are important parts that the person might need, and the contact, of course. But again, it depends on your business. Then you can fully customize the page again, however you like, so you can adjust all the design elements to your page. And you can add whatever blocks you want into that page itself. So this way you can create as many and different pages as you want. In our case, we are trying to accept appointments, so the consultation type of a page we already have created, so we can just slightly modify. So not book a consultation, but schedule or join a training class. And here we can have our booking and appointment scheduling tool that you can adjust from this area. But again, it depends on what is your business idea. So if it's not a booking, then it might be a form that you want them to fill with certain information. So if that's not the thing, you can just delete it. In our case, we can just drag another form here. So instead of having this booking, we can have a form, and in the form you can add whatever fields you like. So in the next videos we'll be discussing about exactly forms and appointments, the two really awesome ways of having lead generation. So you can add whatever fields you want, like add multiple different questions to collect enough information that is needed for your business. And you can of course style and customize the whole form itself. You can put it in the middle and add other cool interactions with it, and you can adjust also to not be on top of the content. So you can play around and customize the page however you want. Again, it's all dependent on what exactly you're trying to collect from the user, if it's lead generation or sell a product. So in this case we do have the appointment, and you can adjust it from the appointment area or from here, edit booking. So yeah, what other pages? The contact is very important. The contact page is a way for your users to communicate with you. If you don't have like a live chat on your website, which you can actually add by going to website settings, custom code, and every live chat is providing you a script that you can copy and add into your website. So all you need to do is paste here the script that is being added, and that will add that live chat to your website when you preview it in your browser. But if you want people to just submit their question here, you already have a contact page, or if you don't, you can just start a new one. And here we have great designs for contact pages. But yeah, here we already have one. You can customize your email information. Again, this is text, so you just highlight it and modify it however you like. If you have open hours, just change it. If you don't, you can just delete this area and don't have open hours. This is the form again that is predefined with this exact template. But if you want to customize it, just double click and adjust what kind of fields and questions you want to ask. But this is very important. Contact us is an important page. It might not be for the header. Again, it depends on what you're trying to do your customers. If it is important for the contacting you, or then you can of course add it at the bottom as a call to action there, so people can navigate to that area. When you're ready, again, don't forget to click on save changes to save what you have created. You can have like services if you want to list all your services, and people can easily navigate there and see that you have this and this and this service. Like in this case, we do have some kind of services, different options here, a different option for more detailed way of presenting a service. In our case, it might be a course instead of a service because we have a yoga studio in this example. But yeah, you can here create and customize it and have a dedicated page for each course, for example, or each service that you have. And that's why this design in particular comes with a service detailed page. So it is a page that is already created, that you can use as a starting point for a specific service, and you can simply duplicate that for all the other services that you may have. So service 1, service 2, service 3, so you don't have to build it again and again. You can just duplicate it like we just did. The settings, duplicate, and if you don't want it, you can just delete this page as well. So this is how you can create your inner pages. Again, it depends on what kind of business you have, and most templates they usually have with some default ones like contact, services, pricing, etc. And yeah, just identify what kind of pages you want to build. And if you haven't checked out the first video, there we discuss again about the cheat sheet and the different services, the different pages that you may have, and where you can just structurize what exactly you want your visitors to see and find. And make sure that the most important parts that you want people to be able to navigate easily to be in the header option. And if you want to do like maybe services and have a few services inside, you can easily do a drop down, which you do very easy. So when you have a page, let's say we add a service page 2, for example, just for the sake of it, we can have a service detail page, let's say 2, and you want to put it as a drop down under service. So you just drag it and put it on the side, and you can see it becomes a sub menu. So when somebody visits, so you can preview it, when somebody goes on top, they can see more options for navigation. Under services, they can see the different pages there. So yeah, just a quick tip of having more into your header. Of course, you can add even more advanced things such as mega menus, but we'll have a dedicated video exactly on how to do that. But yeah, here is a mega menu that you can add when somebody hovers on top of your pricing. In this example, you can have a whole line like this that shows. So this is really cool. Let me just show you how it looks actually. So we can go on top of pricing, and you can see this whole area shows. So you can present a lot more information to just a simple drop down like this. You can have a whole mega menu, it's called, that you can build like a normal page actually. So this is pretty awesome as well. And yeah, this is it. The inner pages, whatever you need for your business, but it's super simple and super easy to create, duplicate, and start with the already predefined designs for pages. All right, so talk to you in the next video, where we'll be discussing mainly about the two main lead generation options, which is forms, how to build forms, how it is connected to your CRM, and other cool things that you'll be able to do there. And of course the appointments, to create our first appointment, and how it can be linked to your website, and how to have group meetings, one-on-one meetings, etc. So check out the next 2 videos, which are about lead generation.